Hey everybody, I wanted to talk to you about all the things that I'm planning to read for the rest of the year. Now this year I decided that I wanted to read only Asian literature. So basically my guidelines for that were just if they were Asian in some way, then they qualified. A few years ago I really started getting into things like anime and manga a little bit, and I just really enjoy the different cultures that come from that side of the world. And so I decided that 2021 was going to be, that's all I was going to read. And so that meant I needed to start collecting books from authors that I didn't know, that I wasn't familiar with. And so I've collected quite a few to carry me over to my book goal, plus more for this year, which is great. So kind of taking you backwards a little bit to where I really first started enjoying literature from different Asian countries. And the first one that I guess it probably all started with was this book here, A Tale for the Time Being. I've never done a review on it because I read it before we had the channel, but I love this book so much. 5 stars. Okay, I know I don't really rate things on this channel, but if I know I love it and I know it's 5 stars, then it's 5 stars. So this one here, A Tale for the Time Being, by Ruth Ozeki, I just really love the story. It's about this girl that decides to start writing a journal, diary thing, about things about her life, and it ends up getting put into a Hello Kitty lunchbox, which ends up washing up on a shore one day, where our other main character, Ruth, picks up just to pick up litter and to get rid of litter. And before she threw it away, it turns out that her husband and her looked into it and found this diary from this girl and started reading it. And so we get 2 sides, and it just switches back and forth between the 2 main characters. I just really like it so much. So if I have time at the end of the year, after I read all of the new books that I haven't read, I do want to read this again and then give it a proper review of why I love it so much. But highly recommend. Then, after that, came this book, Please Look After Mom. You guys know, if you've seen my book review video on this one, you know that I love this one, and I immediately gave it 5 stars when I finished because it made me bawl, just totally cry at the end of the book. I don't want to think about it too much because it might make me cry again. But this is also another one that I'd like to revisit and read again if I finish all the new books. These 2 books I'd love to revisit because they're both 5 stars to me, and they're both really great. This one has to do with South Korea, the other one has to do with Japan, so they're both from different countries. So yeah, so here's a couple ones that I am wanting to read that I will hopefully end up doing reviews on. Probably not all of them, but hopefully at least a good amount of them. This one is called The Downstairs Girl by Stacey Lee. I actually don't know anything about it. I just decided to buy it. And that's what I do with most books anyway. I just, this year I see if there's a picture in the back of the author and little bio that I can read to make sure that they are actually Asian American or Asian, and just from somewhere where they have Asian descent in them, and then they qualify for my book list this year. So this one was on a discount at Barnes & Noble if you got something from the cafe, and I was like, that's great, so I got it. So this one is going to be something I'm reading. Searching for Sylvie Lee, this one right here. I also don't know too much about this except for what the title says. It starts with a mystery. They're looking for someone named Sylvie Lee. So gonna read that one pretty soon. This one I actually just found a couple weeks ago before the coffee gets cold, and I was like, that's intriguing, and I just opened it up, and I did read a little bit about what this one is about. Basically, it's about time travel, where you can time travel, but only for as long as the coffee is hot. Once it's cold, you can't time travel anymore. So I assume that you just get zapped back into the coffee shop or something. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. So here's another one. Yes, I did pick this up because I really liked the title and the picture. It looks really cute and cool and nice, and I think the author is Japanese. Yeah, he was born in Osaka, Japan. So excited to get to this one. This one really intrigued me by, oh, this looks beautiful. This cover is beautiful to me. And it's by Zen Cho, and it's called The Order of the Pure Moon Reflected in Water, which is also a beautiful title. This book is in the fantasy section, which I don't read a whole lot of fantasy. If you notice all the stuff behind me, most of that is AJ's, not mine, all the fantasy stuff. But this one looks really cool to me, really beautiful for the cover. I love the title. And so I'm going to give this one a go. Also in the YA science fantasy section, I think that's what it's called, I found this book, The Beast Player. And it has a lot to do with music. The main character has this really fancy instrument, and I'm really intrigued on seeing what this has to do with the story. Again, I don't know too much about it because I just found it interesting based on the fact that it has to do with music and that it is qualifying in my list for this year, which he's a Japanese writer as well, so he's also Japanese. So I am going to be giving this one a go too. Probably not for a few months because I kind of want to get through some of the other ones I showed you first and then probably get into this one. Oh, there's another one I forgot. Pachinko, I think that's how you say it, which has, I've heard that a lot of people think that this is a phenomenal book. A lot of other channels I feel like that I have seen have said that this is really good. It has a National Book Award finalist sticker right here, so I'm assuming it's really good. It's a big, thick boy, so I probably am not going to be finishing this. It's probably going to take me a lot of months to finish this because I'm not a very fast reader, but I'm going to try to hit it this summer when I have more time. Since I am a teacher, I don't have work in the summer, so I'm hoping that if I read this over the summer, I can finish it before school starts up again, is my plan. Because we've had this book for like, I don't know, a year and a half or 2 years already, and I'm just like, I am going to read that book. As soon as I set my 2021 goal to being Asian literature, I was like, I'm reading that in 2021, and here we are. So I'm going to get to this. And then there's another book that I saw from this author, Min Jin Lee, that I do want to take a look at as well and pick up. And I can't remember the title, but I just saw that it was from the same author, so I'll probably pick that up in a few months when I'm ready for it. Now there are a couple of other books that I just forgot to grab off the shelf that I will be probably getting to this year, as long as I can get through all those. And I'm really excited to get to all of them. I just finished reading a story called The Girl with Seven Names, about a true story about this woman who got out of North Korea. She actually really wanted to do something rebellious before her 18th birthday, and so she wanted to cross. She was right next to the border of China, and she was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna cross. I'm gonna see China, and then I'll come right back, and it'll be fine, and it won't be bad because I'm not technically like legal age yet, and so I won't get like a bad punishment if I just do it now, and I'll just be fast. And things turn out very wrong. Something really bad happens. She's not able to go back that easily. She can't get back. And so because of that, she ends up going through so many different struggles and challenges just to get situated where she is not illegal anymore. She ends up eventually in South Korea, which was her main goal. She's trying to get there. But so many things happen in her journey to try to get to South Korea, and it's fascinating. She also did a TED Talk, which I haven't watched yet, but I plan to, just to actually see her telling her story and everything rather than just reading it. It was a really good story, and it just was really eye-opening about all the things that are so different in North Korea compared to anywhere else in the world. And so I really liked learning about all those things that she taught me basically as I was reading the book. So that one I just finished, and I'm starting a new one probably today sometime later. So anyways, if you're looking for anything to support Asian Americans or anything like that, if you want to support them by buying their books. There are actually a lot coming out, especially in the YA category, so if you really like those kind of books, I've seen a lot that have been showing up there by different Asian authors. So you could totally support them by buying their books, or if any of them seemed intriguing that I talked to just now, then you can grab some of those and just stay tuned, and I will upload as many videos as I can when I finish reading them so that we can learn more about the books that I just introduced. But anyways, I've been talking for long enough, so thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one.